was 6 years old when I came to the States.
So my mom and her family came to SF back in 1984 from the Philippines, from Manila.
I never dreamed of coming here, actually.
I was actually the first in my immediate family to be born in the United States. I was born in Long Beach. My parents immigrated here by way of my father joining the U.S. Navy.
I'm Jaya, Jaya. My last name is very long.
What am I to do? Thought they saw me too, but they don't. Man on the moon, I'm invisible, so invisible to the world.
Because my family immigrated to San Francisco and then they went to Stockton and they put down roots there. So I think we all know about like the Delano Manongs and the grape strikes. So it feels like there's a big heavy history that I didn't really learn about until I came here to San Francisco and learned about it.
I think food is the immigrants' love language. Definitely true for my family. Before we started the restaurant, my mom catered for friends and family out of the kindness of her heart. She didn't really charge anything. She was actually a stay-at-home mom for a really long time because we didn't have our green cards until I was in high school.
I think for me, being Filipino Americans, being very giving, very generous, very for like others, like very, like they really embody like bayanihan, like helping one another even though you don't have much to do or much to give, but that strong sense of like community and unity.
When we're moving here, I was scared because I thought I'm not gonna get along with anyone, especially at school. And I thought like everyone wouldn't like me because like I'm Filipino, but it changed when I tried
Filipino American mental health. I received a diagnosis, like a mental health diagnosis when I was quite young. I was like 15 years old. And navigating the mental health system as someone who's a consumer, someone who's a peer. Mental health does not look like me. Mental health looks like old, it looks white, it looks, it doesn't even really look like women. And so I found that I've had to find other ways in addressing and maintaining my mental wellness by creating my own spaces or by finding spaces and creating them with other people who are like me.
I remember the house that I was growing up in was kind of like a safe house. There's a room in our house that always had different people coming in and out of it. So there's my grandparents' room, there's my room with my parents, my auntie, my cousin, and my uncle. And then sometimes it would be my grandpa's sister and my nanang, my great-grandma. Sometimes it would be my grandma's sisters. Sometimes it would just be their friends who just got here or they're waiting for something. Yeah, it was really cool to see like all of these people finding like home with us.
I am the oldest daughter on my mom's side and my dad's side. So I was the oldest granddaughter. Manang. We don't use that there. And because of that, I had to help, I always had to help raise my younger siblings and my younger cousins. And I was always told like, oh, you need to watch after them, you're the manang, make sure that you're doing this because you're the manang. And at one point I was like, what about my manong? There's two older than me, why do I have to do this? I didn't understand that it's because I was raised as a girl. I didn't understand that like that's what was expected of me until like I was already, I guess, in too deep. Like I had already accepted that like this is my responsibility, this is who I have to look after, this is how I have to do it.
Perfectly perfect in their universe, with no space for lost things found like me. Man on the moon, hope you answer soon. Heaven I'll shine once you're away.
It made me sad because it became my siblings and my younger cousins became responsibilities and not my siblings. And so that kind of affected our relationship. Because I was a kid, that kind of like, it really made me not want to be around them because I was so used to them being my responsibility, and again, I didn't get to be their friend. And I know Jai and I have talked about that because sometimes I'll see it like, as oldest daughters, we are kind of trained from a very young age to watch out for everyone else, and so sometimes sorry, so sometimes it's like, who watches out for us?